Ed here, Redbeard Knife and Tool, episode 6 of 52 axe patterns. Let's get started. So this is a pretty cool axe, if you can see that. This is a small Kent Pattern hatchet. It's just over a pound, and I think it's going to go really nice on this white oak Whiskey River 19HC. It's already kind of going on. Let's see. Let me make it on. Put it on the right way. It's already kind of going on. Got about halfway, but it doesn't start. It's not going to start touching till it gets down to about right here. So I'm going to cut off a little bit, probably about an inch, just to get it down far enough so I don't have to work a bunch of material. So let's get that going. All right, cut off about that much, so about an inch. Let's check it now, see how it works. So yeah, that's going to be a better fit. It's already kind of tight. Just need to thin out the front a little bit, and then we'll check the fit again. Man, I absolutely never get old of smelling that smell of live oak, white oak, when I'm working it. Smells like whiskey barrels and cinnamon. Yeah, that is way better, way better. So let me tap this with a hammer and find it, and see where it's at. Oh yeah. This is going to be a quick one. Check that out. Already about 3/4 of the way through. And it's got a pretty good fit all the way around. It's straight. Yeah. This is going to be a cool little hang, right? Check that out. Already got touching up front. A little bit in the back. So I'm just going to lower the lines a little bit and check it out again. Already kind of peeking up on the back of the eye. Yeah. This is going to be, I'm pretty excited about this one. Yeah, we only got to come up about another, just above the lug. It's a 1/4 inch below the lug, and so we're going to come up about a 1/4 inch above the lug. So maybe like a 1/2 inch, and yeah, we'll be set. You know what I didn't do, and I probably should. There's some, I need to chamfer the eye on the bottom. And what I do to use that, I use this 1/2 round file and basically get all the rough edges. Let's see them on the right side. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, get all the rough edges off of it. Yeah, it's going to be a minute. So it's pretty, got some pretty rough ridges, so I'm gonna have to take a second and clean these off. All right, got the eye all fixed up, so let's check it out again. Well, this is a happy surprise. We only need to come up maybe a 1/4 inch. This thing is looking fantastic. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Where the lugs are contacting down here, a little bit in the back, and contacting the lug on the side. So we are seriously almost there. From here, I'm just going to do light touches because we don't want to go down too much, but yeah. We just came up a little bit more, but that's okay. It's just progress. All right, we're almost there. We about got that gap covered, and I noticed, if you see here on the right side of the eye, there's not a whole lot of gap for the wedge to expand. So I'm going to take off a little bit of material on the top of the eye, on the right side, on the top of the tongue. So I put a pencil mark at the top so I remember what side of the top of the tongue to take off. And we got pretty good contact all the way around, except for the right side of the shoulder. So we're just going to take a little bit of this compression material off all the way around, just to get it seat down. We don't have much further to go. Yeah. All right, we're there. I'm happy with that. We got about, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch. So by the time I hit this with my palm sander to smooth all these lines out and get them all blended in, it'll come down a little bit more. And then I need to take a little bit more off the right side of this tongue to give it room to expand. But it's pretty straight and it's pretty set. Yeah, I dig it. All right, I went ahead and touched up all the little bits of curl. It's fine. So the only thing I need to do is cut the kerf. It's going to cut the kerf a little bit deeper because I took that material off the top. So I want to go about 3/4 of the way. So that's going to take me about right there. So another 1/2 inch or so. But yeah, the handle is ready. All I got to do is sand it down, and we'll get started on working on the head. So I just have my wire cup wheel. I'm just going to clean up. It's just surface rust. So I'm just going to see how this works and check it out and see what it looks like after. Looks pretty good. This axe head is an Elwell. Really nice stamp. Really beautiful little axe. And I'm super happy to have it. It is a Kent pattern, which is pretty notable, you know, because it's got the double lugs top and bottom, and a really wide beard, and whatever you call it up top. Kind of comes down a curved beard, and then it curves up on the top up toward the toe. So yeah, just a super cool axe. Hatchet, I guess you want to say. Probably, I don't know, it could be used for just simple tasks as a house axe, because it's got a pretty good little pole. It's kind of, I don't know, not beat up, but it's a little bit mushroom, but I'm not worried about it. This thing is a really good example of a Kent pattern axe. Hatchet, whatever. I'm going to start with 60 grit paper belts, because it doesn't need a whole lot of reprofiling. The edge, it's got a pretty good edge on it. I'm just going to kind of refine the bevels a little bit, so not too terrible. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start with 80, not 60, because in that good a shape. I'm not going to mess with it too much. So we'll see what it looks like. I gotta go turn my fan on because it's already 80 degrees down here in South Mississippi. Gross. So the noise is gonna get a little bit more. A little bit. All right, so you see the burr. It took me a little longer because it had a very abrupt edge, but I wanted to thin it out a little bit. So, yeah, let's get an angle on this thing. Hang on, I gotta grab my bevel gauge. See, Whiskey River. I want to say, if I were to take a guess, it's probably about maybe a 30. That's 32, so it's about a 32. Yeah. So it's just a little house axe. Because it's such a small axe and it has very little material. I had to I had to cool it off quite a bit because it's got a long edge for such a little fella and thin cheeks. So I had to cool it off in the water bucket. So I'm going to do that again, and then we're going to get on 120. Yeah, that's 120. So we're going to move on to the conditioning belts from here. This is a medium conditioning belt, just one step up from coarse. So we're going to you see these lines right here. So what I'm basically aiming to do is feather out the bevel line to where it's more of a smoother convex edge. See how that's a little smoother, and then that side I haven't done yet. You can see the line. I like this a lot better. It just makes more sense to me. So this one is a fine conditioning belt, and it's just going to refine the scratches. Yeah. And then that's the side I haven't done yet. It's just a little bit cleaner, not much. Just a little. All right, so that was the ultra fine conditioning belt, and I keep it loaded down with rouge just to kind of prepare the surface for polish, because at that point we're almost there. And this is the felt polishing belt. I'm sure you guys have seen it before, but this is it. Yeah, that's pretty. All right, check that out. Is that sexy or what? I'm excited. So let's get the handle sanded down. Actually, while we're right here, let's go ahead and get the wedge made. That would be cool. Yeah, that'll work. So I'm going to start with 120 because I think it's not a whole lot of material. So I think that's going to be plenty. All right, got it sanded to 220 because it's oak and I like to look at the pretty grain. So we're done. We're ready to get her hung. So let me get a couple things together and we're almost done. Yeah. Got a walnut wedge. Dip that a little bit in the polymerized walrus linseed oil. Get this head knocked on. The right side, yeah. We're there. Yeah, this looks great. Look at that. I'm super stoked about this thing. Wipe a little bit off. Make sure that's going in the correct way. This is going to be nice. That's it. It's just a small hatchet, so we don't, and the pole is not very far, so we're not going to go in that far, but I think it's good. Yep. Get it cut. This thing is super pretty. Look at that. Let's get this thing oiled. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Sometimes just the look of the wood once the oil hits it, it just tickles me a little. So that's why I get that little bit of a giggle. When I see something I like, it's just, yeah, this is cool. I enjoy doing this. If you guys see something that I like, that you like or dislike, or you think I can improve on something, please, shoot me a comment and let me know, because I would love to hear about it. I like hearing the comments anyway, because it's just cool to see other people's inputs and what else that they would do, or if they would do anything different. That's how we learn, right? We learn from everyone else's input and our own experiences, our own failures, and our own successes. So, oh my goodness, look at that. But yeah, let me know what you think, and let me know if you would do anything different. Let me get this all oiled down and wiped up, and I'll be right back. To my British friends, I hope you appreciate this Elwell pattern. To the ones that don't know, the Elwell is a name it's an English name, so this head was made in England. It's super cool axe, a 1 pound Kent Pattern axe. Yeah, that's cool. Episode 6 of 52 axe patterns is in the books. I dig this thing a whole lot. Let me know what you guys think, and I'd like to hear about it. But yeah, episode 6 of 52 axe patterns. I appreciate you guys coming by. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all have a good day. Oh, this thing is so cool.